Hello and welcome to the Red Bull Ring, a brilliant circuit in Austria, one of, if no, Austria's most iconic circuit of all time, mainly for the reason it is the Red Bull Ring, raced by Formula 1 and MotoGP. Of course, MotoGP now implementing the chicane. We're here for M.I.R. Qualifying is now getting underway, and it is wet conditions here at the Red Bull Ring, something we are very used to seeing in MotoGP. And here we are looking at JM69 on the KTM, looking to do the Austrian manufacturer proud at their home Grand Prix. We've got 13 riders tonight, and unfortunately it is just me commentating as Prabhat TTS forgot to join and is out at the moment. But, you know, hopefully he'll be here next week. But already quite a few people dropping the bikes on their way out of pit lane as JM69 now gets ready for his flying lap. A very Maximo Quiles-esque helmet with the bell helmet with the Red Bull sponsoring as he comes around the last corner now. And now across the line. Don't forget we have a sprint race and a main race. So two races, one 25% and one 35%. As JM69 comes into turn one, he's dropped it already. The front folds for the German. And that's a shame. And here's his teammate, Spatcher, also running it on at turn one. But we're going to watch Max from Norway. And unfortunately, I will mention Jake is still yet to show up after his domination at Donington. Wasn't at Silverstone, wasn't able to show up here tonight, and hopefully he'll be back next time out. As we watch Max from Norway come around this super fast right-hander. Oh, I'm hearing Woody should be able to make it to the main race, so that is brilliant news. So yes, we might have two commentators for you after all for the main race, at least, as Max from Norway. This has looked like a strong lap from the Norwegian, if you didn't notice, on the VR 4060 Catty. It didn't have the best Silverstone, but still he sits third in the championship. And obviously Azzy, fresh off the double at Silverstone, decided to not show up this weekend, tonight even. This weekend, it's Thursday. And of course, the fact that it's raining, signalling the end of summer, as I and many others return to education. I go to college on Monday. And Charlie has just set the top time for 1:31.9, a brilliant lap from the new championship leader. He's just took the championship lead from Jake after second place, after crashing out the lead on the last lap at his home Grand Prix of Silverstone, allowing Azzy to take it on the last corner. A really dramatic end to that one as Perky comes around the last corner now. He had a strong first sector but lost it in the last three, and he's gone up to fourth now, 3.2 off, so quite a bit of work to do for the number 80, but I'm sure he'll adapt to the conditions. Oh, he got it sideways there into turn one. That's going to lose him a bit of time. Let's take a look at the KTM. Spatcher is on a decent lap at the moment, trying to do KTM proud. JM69 not set a lap yet, but here is the Brit on the orange KTM RC16. As you can see him coming into the last sector now. It's looking strong from Spatcher, but it's just not going to be enough, I don't think, to go to the top. But I never doubt him, especially in the wet, different conditions. Oh, and just as I say that, he hits the deck at the penultimate corner. A shame there. That's a similar crash to that of Jorge Martin, obviously a few weeks ago in the real MotoGP racing here in Austria. And but the difference is Martin obviously was in the dry and he let it go a little bit earlier, so he was heading a lot hotter into that corner. As Bernie now goes into sixth on the Aprilia. For me, I didn't actually see that snuck into second. So, and he's had a really strong run of pace for me, the Frenchman, in the last few races. Just got a little bit unlucky as he now comes across the line to start another flying lap. Let's see how close he can get to Charlie. Obviously, we know how strong Brits are in the wet in real life, but it seems like it in the game as well, because I, for one, am quite competitive in the wet weather, and clearly Charlie is as well. Let's just hope that's the same for Spatcher and Ducksworth. and Bernie. Here comes Famila, representing France, another country that are strong in the wet. I mean, Jean Zarco taking victory at his home Grand Prix, of course. A magical race, which I'm sure Famil definitely loved. As he comes down the back straight now, personal best in Sector 1, 0.7 is the gap to Charlie. I'll tell you, Sharky's doing a good job in 5th. I mean, we are 5 minutes into this session, and over half the grid haven't set lap times yet, and that just shows you how difficult the wet conditions are. Some riders struggling to get laps in as Ducksworth shoots up to 3rd. A decent lap from Ducksworth, but Famil still on some strong pace. Oh, he's got it sliding there. He's ran it a bit wide. The rear went, then the front, and then he kept going. The Frenchman staying committed. You can tell he's pushing as he got brave there on the outside curb. And now into the S section. You don't want to touch the curb on the inside there, otherwise you're going to be completely sideways. Now he comes up to the penultimate corner under the MotoGP 24 boards. This is exactly where we saw Spacher crash. And of course, if you are wondering why we're playing on MotoGP 24 and not 25, the connection issues are terrible due to crossplay. You can't have as many riders. You can have 12 riders in one lobby, and 24 in 24, ironically, as 22 as Famil. So that was a strong lap from Famil. He goes up to 2nd, 0.2 off Charlie. A really good lap there from the Aprilia man. There's Famil through 2A and 2B and up the hill now into the right-hander of turn 3. Not the strongest first sector, but he could definitely pick up time in the 3rd sector where he lost the front, then the rear, and then his chance at pole position. But here comes Ducksworth, the number 95 on the Ducati, running that Mike Wazowski helmet. Lovely. Coming out of the final corner, looking to dig into that 1 second barrier. Let's see what he's got then. He goes under that 1 second barrier with 0.8 off. A good lap there from Ducksworth, as once again many riders just digging into their lap times and getting used to the conditions, as Ducksworth unfortunately got an invalid lap there. He hopped over the curb and on the inside at turn 1. Apex Hunter, the Dutchman, he's been really strong the last few rounds, but unfortunately it just hasn't happened for him. He's been caught up in battles, crashed trying to fight, and it's just not worked for the Trackhouse Aprilia man, as he comes right now into turn 4. As Charlie's going faster again, fastest in Sector 1 at the moment, trying to top his 131.9, but a good show from LAGT. LAGT moves into 4th on the Repsol Honda. Oh, and he's just crashed trying to go for another lap, but the Italian, a really good confidence booster, I'm sure, if he can get a good result tonight. He's had it hard the last few rounds. As the number 66 Charlie improving even further, looking to extend his championship lead this evening after quite a difficult Silverstone, to be honest. I mean, yes, he had some strong results, but his results definitely didn't reflect his pace. He was by far faster than everyone, and unfortunately just couldn't catch any luck. His controller kept disconnecting. He crashed a few times, I think, and obviously crashed out the lead on the last lap, and that's a huge mistake. That is a championship losing mistake, and Jake needs to come back quickly if he wants to still be in contention for the title. I mean, if his domination at Donington Park is anything to go by, then he is definitely on course to dominate if he comes back soon. Oh, Spacher's just gone down the last corner there. He was on a decent lap. What a shame for the Brit on the KTM, as he still struggles to get a lap down. Max from Norway's in 6th at the moment. He's looking to improve, but that's the thing with wet races and wet qualifying. You can definitely see it, just starting to affect people and, give advantages to different people. As it does look like the track is starting to dry up a little bit. Definitely not enough time for slicks. Yeah, it does look like there's definitely a lot less spray around this last sector. But yeah, definitely not time for slicks yet. You could just still see the shining on the track, the reflection of the water. Apex Hunter runs out wide. Max from Norway. Oh, a good lap from the Norwegian on the VR46 Ducati. He moves up into 3rd, following Famil. That's a good toe there. It's a good place to sit for Max, and now he can just keep chalking off the lap times and breaking down the time as Famil heads into 2A and 2B, followed by Max from Norway. We're going to go on board with Famila and see what he's doing. Heading up to turn 3. It's a good first sector. Ducksworth fastest sector 1. Come on, Ducksworth. A good job looking to get up onto the front row alongside his factory teammate on pole at the moment. 131.8 it is to beat. Let's see what Ducksworth has got. Vermeil into sector 2 now. Oh, Bernie up to 3rd. That's great to see for Bernie. He's up into 3rd on the Aprilia, showing the Aprilia's worth here, like Marco Bezzecchi did a few weeks ago. Oh no, Famili seems to struggle there in the double left-hander, but Ducksworth is on a sensational lap. Come on, Ducksworth. He's absolutely flying right now. The number 95, let's just hope it doesn't get to his head. Oh, just as I say that, the front goes for Ducksworth. What a shame. He was on a cracking lap there, and he struggles to get the bike out of the gravel. Let's just hope he can get back on it in time and get a good lap in, because he's definitely got the pace. He was pushing on there, Ducksworth. Let's hope he can repeat it again. Not the crash, the first 2 fastest sectors before people start coming at me for hating Ducksworth. A fellow number 95 carrier and a fellow Brit. I'd love to see Ducksworth do well. He a podium finisher at the Daytona 200 and T-Tech as Spatcher moves up into 9th. Not the best lap there for Spatcher as he continues on, but we're going to stick with Ducksworth here. Let's hope he can get a good lap down now. Oh, it's gone. He's gone again, and we just caught him going down there. And unfortunately, we got the camera, the shoulder cam, as he scraped across the floor. And that would have been painful if it was real. And he's going out again. We're just going to keep our eye on him, but just because he is by far the one to look out for. Famil is on a invalid lap. He's just starting his lap now, so we'll probably have a look at Famil and then we'll see what Ducksworth's first few laps are looking like. But let's have a look now. Famil is coming around the last corner. Oh, Apex Hunter is on a fastest first sector. Come on, Apex. The Dutchman. Oh, what an incredible thing would it be to see the Trackhouse Aprilia on pole. It's been a difficult season for the team. The American down in 11th, still struggling, but always gets a good start. We always say that as Apex Hunter comes in to turn 4 now. He's ran that a bit wide, but he's going to try and get a better exit for it, I imagine. Yeah, as I thought. A slower sector 2. Bernie's personal best in sector 1, looking to get past his teammate. Oh, Apex is a bit wide as well. He's missed the Apex there, clearly. No pun intended, as he comes left now, and he's wide again. This is going to get him a little bit of a better entry into here, but it's still not going to be enough. This is an unfortunate last few sectors, but let's see what Ducksworth's got in sector 1. I think he's had to restart his lap again. He must have crashed again at sector 1. It's a shame. His pace clearly getting to his head, and let's just hope he can at least salvage a front row. But it's quite close there from 3rd to 6th. As here comes Apex Hunter to the line now on the Trackhouse Aprilia. He's going to get one more shot at it. He moves up into 4th. A good lap there, and definitely room to improve that could get in pole position if he can really lock in now and get on the front row. As he ran it over the curb there, and he's going to keep pushing on. Oh, he's ran that on heavy at the chicane. What a shame for him, as Max from Norway sits in 5th at the moment. He's just moved up into 5th, I believe. Or no, it was Apex Hunter. Let's just keep our eye, though, on Ducksworth. Bernie was improving, but I think he must have crashed in his lap or got an invalid lap. I wasn't too sure. Here comes Ducksworth then to the line to begin what will be, if he completes it, his final flying lap. What have you got for us then? We're going to go on board with him. This is a flying lap of the Red Bull Ring in the wet as he comes around turn 1. He's gone on at turn 1. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm going to have to reward him an invalid lap. Sorry, Ducksworth. But he needs to restart his lap quickly, otherwise he can still get it going. Yeah, he restarts. He goes to the back of the track. And he's got 9/10 to close. We're going to go back with him again. He's unlucky we caught him doing that at turn 1. Let's just hope he doesn't do that again. Stick to the rules, Ducksworth. You have the pace, set the lap. Here he comes to the line. Famiglia is also improving into sector 1. The factory Ducati looking to dismount his teammate on pole. That was a really strong first corner. He didn't get on the throttle as early as he could have, but it was still looking really good there for Ducksworth. Let's see what he's got into the chicane. 2A, that was good as well. 2B, he's gone a little bit wide, but he's going to be closer to the apex on the exit. Let's see what he got. He's dropped off a little bit though. He's dropped off a little bit. We know he's got the pace in sector 2 as well. He was a little bit wide there at turn 3. Let's see if he can carry this pace on down the straight. Come on, Ducksworth, what have you got for us? I'm just going to have a quick look at Famil and Bernie because they're on some strong laps as well. Here comes Famil to the line. He's going to improve. It's not going to be pole. Can Bernie kick his teammate off? Oh no, they both the Aprilias improved. Really good lap from both of them as Ducksworth not improving by the looks of it, really struggling to find that extra 9/10 of a second that he had on Charlie in the first 2 sectors last time round. Apex Hunter not looking like he's going to improve either. Yeah, he's rolled out of it, so that is it. Apex Hunter is done. It's 4th at best as Ducksworth. What's happened there? He's had a huge moment on the... I don't even know what happened there for Ducksworth, but he might have just given up. Oh man, what a shame. He had the pace for pole position, and there it goes. It's over. And here comes Guns Z or whatever to the line. He's not had. I'm sorry, I haven't mentioned him at all this session. It's JM69. It's had a rotten session. What a terrible session for the KTM riders. 10th and 13th. Not what the Austrian manufacturer wanted. And it just looks like Perky now is yet to set a lap as he comes to the line. Ducksworth moves out the way and he does not improve. There it is then. Charlie, no surprise on pole position. A brilliant lap. Looked like he was in trouble there, but the Aprilias really showing their potential tonight with Aprilia 2, 3 and 4 with Famil, Bernie and Apex Hunter. A good qualifying for Apex Hunter. He'll be happy with that, but definitely has more pace in him after those mistakes in the 3rd sector. We've got Max from Norway in 5th. Another consistent qualifying for the Norwegian, trying to solidify 3rd place in the championship. Ducksworth 6th. We know he's got more pace than that, so keep an eye out for him on the first lap. And obviously turn 1's going to be crazy. We might just see a few red flags. LAGT 7th on the grid. That's a really good qualifying for the Italian on the Repsol Honda. Let's just hope he can get a good start as well. Guns on the VR46 Ducati, the Frenchman, having a decent show. In 8th, Perky 9th, Spatcher 10th, difficult one for him. Sharky 11th and Potato. Once again, you can't separate the 2 Americans, and JM69 rounds off the grid. It's time to kick off the sprint race then. Can Charlie pull away and take it home, or will he have something to worry about with the Aprilias behind him? Here we go then. We're just waiting for everyone to get ready now, and it is wet again. No rain though. Now everybody will just get their wet setups on. They'll be softening everything up. And before the sprint race starts, we'll take a look at the standings. There you go. Charlie leads the championship then, 7 points ahead of Jake. And if Max from Norway, I believe, hang on, let me calculate this, 25 points. I'm going to have to get the calculator out because, you know, there's a reason I failed GCSE maths. Let's see. Yeah, if Max from Norway, if he won the main race here, I mean, if he scores more than 25 points tonight, he will go up into 2nd in the championship, unless Ducksworth has an absolutely sensational ride. He's currently in 4th in the championship, only 8 points down from Max from Norway, so we could see Ducksworth up into the top 3. Goji also there in 5th. He's not had the best run, but he's been really consistent, showing up to every round except for this one, so it's a shame. We might see Goji drop then, because Vermeil's got the pace. He's only a few points off of Goji in 5th, and now we're going to take a look at the second page with Spatcher in 12th. He's not had a brilliant season, neither has JM69. Both the KTMs having a really difficult few races, and hopefully they'll be able to redeem that. And you see Ale GT at the bottom of the championship, and hopefully able to redeem himself tonight, because the Italian a really strong qualifying in 7th. So let's just hope he can, you know, keep that pace up and fight for the victory. Here we go then. The standings go off and we get ready to roll. It's sprint racing time. We go sprinting down to turn 1. Hopefully everyone stays on the bike. It's time to go. Here in Austria, Charlie on pole position. He's got 3 Aprilias behind him, then 2 Ducatis and 1 Honda. That factory red Ducati, reminiscent of the Silverstone livery from 2024. Let's see what they've got then. What can he do? Oh, a bit of movement there from Max on the line. That wasn't a jump start, he was just moving his front wheel. We go racing here in the wet, and it's a brilliant launch from Charlie. A good run there from Apex Hunter. Down into turn 1, who's going to go for it? Max is looking aggressive. It's all going to end in tears, surely, as we head into turn 1. It looks like a good fit. Oh, my word. That is a red flag. That is a red flag. A big crash there. And that's a shame for Charlie. He got a sensational launch. I couldn't quite tell who that incident was involving. Alright then, we've run it back already. The red flag in turn 1. Let's just hope everybody gets through safely this time. And once again, the number 66 kicks us off from pole position. Alright then, what have you got for us, Charlie? Another sensational start to this race, or another controller disconnection. We get racing here again at the sprint race. Let's just hope everyone stays on the bike. Down into turn 1. Vermeil looking at the inside. Look at Apex Hunter as well. Ducksworth getting aggressive on the inside. Oh, what a start. And already there's a crash. Ducksworth has gone down. What a shame. Oh, we knew he had the pace and he's gone down at turn 1. Charlie going defensive. Here comes Vermeil. Charlie's ran it wide at the chicane. Oh, he's going to run it wide on the exit now. Vermeil's going to get the better run. Protato's gone down after a good start. Nothing that we're not used to, as much as I hate to say it. But a good start for Apex Hunter. Up into 3rd on the Trackhouse Aprilia. Oh, a bit of a moment there for Charlie as Spatcher's also gone down. But a good start for JM69 from last on the grid. He's come from 13th to 7th. Now, what can Vermeil do? Oh, lots of lag there for Vermeil as he looks for the inside on Charlie. What a dive. Surely he's not got that stop. No, he hasn't. He's ran it out wide. Charlie's back up the inside. Already these two starting to clear off, but it looks like Vermeil's got something for Charlie here. As a big rear slide for Charlie. The championship leader's ran it super wide. Somehow he stayed on the track. Vermeil up the inside to take the lead. No, he just can't quite do it. Oh, a big slide on the rear. Vermeil nearly cuts into the back of Charlie. Through goes Apex Hunter. A dramatic start to this race as the Dutchman goes up into 2nd and looks to chase down the championship leader, the Trackhouse Aprilia, on rails at the start of this race. But oh, Vermeil, that was so close. Oh, and he's gone down. What a shame. He hits the deck at the penultimate corner. Down goes Vermeil. Oh, that got close there between him and Ducksworth as he rejoined the circuit. And he's got Protato and Gun Z for Gun Z. We'll call him Gun Z for company now. Charlie now will look to escape. But this will be a really strong result for Apex Hunter. Bernie's in 4th. That's a good result for him so far. As JM69 is now up to 6th. This is a good start for the KTM man as Bernie goes down just as I was singing his praise. What a shame. JM69 now is up to 5th. Wow, he's doing KTM proud here as he looks to come up the inside of Perky. He's a little bit too far back there. I think something just really didn't work for him in qualifying. Oh, contact! LAGT's gone down. He's hit the back of JM69. Oh, what a shame. And Ducksworth as well getting collected in that. Thankfully, managed to avoid the bike. And it does look like we're not going to get another commentator for the next race as Perky's there in 4th. He's got a long lap penalty though, so I'm not sure what that's for. And to be fair, Apex Hunter's not doing too bad here. He's sticking on the pace and he's just trying to put some pressure on Charlie. But is he pushing to keep that gap the same? Max from Norway just sitting pretty again in 3rd. He's a really good podium finisher. A bit of an Aaron Canet, Max from Norway, but super consistent this season. Oh, a bit of a drama there going on between Vermeil and Gun Z. And there's JM69 trying to close in on Perky, but this is a sensational ride from him so far as Charlie continues to lead the way. JM69, if he really clonks on here, could get a podium in the sprint, which would be an absolutely sensational performance from the German. Oh, little bit late on the turn in there from Perky. He's ran it wide. JM69 gets closer. Ducksworth has gone again. Oh, hopefully he gets some better luck in the main races. Let's see this here. Perky getting chased. Bernie's not too far behind JM69 either. And a shout for Sharky. We haven't really mentioned him much. As Perky runs it wide there. I thought we'd see that Yamaha swooping back around the outside, and we did. Oh, look at the angle. JM69 is getting around there as he's now right on the back of Perky. That was some fast rolling from the RC16 as the KTM man hopes to do Austria proud, and Germany of course, as he got a lot of curb there. That's going to ruin his exit. In terms of race time, he's in 4th now, but he needs to pass Perky if he wants a chance at the podium, and it seems to me like he's one of the fastest men on track right now. As we come into the last corner, JM69 all over the back of the Yamaha man. What's he got for him? Can he get in the slipstream of the inline 4 cross-plane machine into turn 1? No space available, definitely a bit too far behind there. But he's waiting for a mistake, I reckon, from Perky. He's definitely closing in, though. Bernie's not too far off as well. He's on some really good pace after crashing earlier on, and he's starting to catch up to the KTM and the Yamaha as Perky runs it wide. Oh, JM69 on the curb there. That was brave, and he's going to get a fantastic exit for it. He's getting rewarded for his bravery, but he needs to be careful. Will he be brave enough to come up the inside? Here he comes into turn 3. He's made it work. He's on the curb. That was brave as well. He's really throwing his cards on the table here. And now Bernie's really started to catch up. Let's see if he's going for a move around the outside. Surely not. Oh my goodness. That got close as Max from Norway's gone down out of 3rd place. Now it's a battle for 3rd as Max from Norway rejoins in 6th place. We've got a 4-way battle for 3rd place now. But look at this from GM69. Wow. What a sensational ride so far. Let's just hope he can stay on it, the German. And maybe, if he's lucky, if he can really get on the pace here, catch up to Apex Hunter. But he's got 3 riders for company. He's got an Aprilia, a Yamaha, and a Ducati. 4 manufacturers, 4 nations. Oh, sorry, no. 3 nations, all battling for 3rd here. As Max from Norway got a lot of curb there. But look at Bernie. He is on some serious pace now. And he's looking to get his first podium in M.I.R. Here comes Bernie. We might just see him pop up on the inside. No, we won't. Oh, that got close there. He nearly went into the back of JM69. And Apex Hunter, once again, just still keeping that gap consistent. He's doing a fantastic job, and it'll be a sensational podium for him. But JM69, I can't stop glazing how much of an amazing performance this has been from the German. But Bernie looking to ruin the podium spoils. He got it sideways, opposite angle there. That was strange. As Max from Norway's crashed. I don't know if that was an assistance from Perky, but he's gone down at turn 3. Where I was just saying earlier how consistent he's been, and LA GT's now up to 6th, and JM69, he's wide. Oh, can he get it stopped in time? Did he get it stopped in time? No, he's in the gravel. Oh, you hate to see it, but he's still on the bike at least, and still has a chance at 3rd here if he can get on the back of Bernie, put some pressure on. But nonetheless, it's been a really strong ride, and I tell you what, Apex Hunter, he's starting to close a little bit on the championship leader. Come on, Apex. He's got 2.5 laps to go. And he's really starting to clonk on now. Let's just hope the pressure doesn't get to him. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. How is he still on the bike? The rear went up in the air. Top right Graz Gatlioglu style in the rain. And he's ran off track onto the curb in the green. How is he still on the bike? But I'll tell you who's not on the bike. JM69 has come off at the penultimate corner. What a shame. What a shame. He was having such an amazing performance. Ali GT's just crashed at the last corner as well. Crashes everywhere you look here in the wet as Apex Hunter has lost a little bit of time in turn 1. But he's trying to put the pressure on Charlie here. This just shows this is a good ride from the Dutchman in the wet. Oh, again getting the rear wheel up in the air in the wet. That is brave! Too brave! Too brave for the Trackhouse Aprilia man as he goes down at turn 3. He got a sniff of victory and unfortunately sniffed too hard and lost control. It's now Bernie's all over the back of him. He's looking for 2nd place, Bernie. Oh, he's gone again! Oh no, Apex Hunter! He's dropped the bike 2 corners in a row, and now he's down to third with Max from Norway not too far off. Let's just hope he can hang on to this podium. Oh wow, what a shame. And Bernie, you know, he's had a really good job of chopping back through the field after the crash earlier on. And if he can get a good start in the main race, he could definitely have a shot at winning this one. He's going to need some bad luck for Charlie though as they come to start the last lap, and once again it's been a near flawless race for Charlie. But don't forget what he did in Silverstone in the main race. He crashed out the lead at Stowe in the final sector of the last lap. So it's definitely not out of the question here for Charlie to go down any moment now, as a bit of a track limits excursion there. Let's give him a warning for that one. Or as he runs it wide there, we just give him a warning for exceeding track limits on that occasion. Look, everybody's starting to stretch out now, but it's been a... Oh no! Perky and Sharky have collided at the chicane, and Perky can't get it started. Oh my word, he's struggling to get that Yamaha going. He's finally got back on it, and he's down in 11th. Oh, he was in the fight for the podium there, but what a shame. And I'll tell you what, Ducksworth has done a decent job to come back to 5th, but he's got JM69 not too far behind. But let's have a look at your race leader and your championship leader. If he can just bring it home now, it will be victory once again, and he'll extend his championship lead massively over Jake in the standings. Max from Norway in 4th there as well. Another difficult race for the Americans. Sharky and Potato 9th and 10th. But here comes Charlie then around the final 2 corners on the factory Ducati Desmond Sadici GP24. He wins the sprint race here in Austria. A masterclass once again from the championship leader as he wheelies across the line. A good show from Charlie, and Bernie comes home for 2nd. A really good ride from the Aprilia rider. Definitely finding his feet now in M.I.R. after switching over from the Yamaha last season. Apex Hunter into 3rd. That's a good ride from him. A shame he didn't get 2nd, but a strong result for Trackhouse Aprilia, which will really boost the confidence for the Dutchman. Max from Norway, another consistent result in 4th. And Ducksworth 5th. That's your top 5. JM69, you have to feel for him. He was running an absolutely perfect race up until that mistake where he ran into the gravel and then crashed at the penultimate corner. But there it is, your race results from the sprint. And as I said, keep your eye out for Bernie. He did the fastest lap in that race, so he's one to look out for in the main race. That is it then. Charlie, Bernie, Apex, Max, Ducksworth, JM, Guns, Potato, LAGT, Sharky, Perky, Spatcher. So we'll get ready now for the main race. We've got 2 Brits at the top and 2 Brits at the bottom, and another one there in 5th. Let's get rolling. It's time for the main event, and let's see if Charlie can at all be troubled for the race win tonight. I'm hearing we're just waiting on somebody to restart their game. I don't know who left there. I think yeah, Famil. We're just waiting on Famil to restart the game. Now let me wind it back and check the qualifying results. Just so I can get the grid correct as we wait for Famil to rejoin. I've got to invite him actually. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? He's restarting his PC. Alright then. Let's turn off qualifying. Set race length to 35. And now we can choose who is on the grid and where. Alright then, it was Charlie on pole from Famil, so we'll just wait for him. And Bernie, it was in third, ahead of Apex. No, not wrong person. Apex, Max, Ducksworth. Oh, it seems we've lost LA GT. That is a shame if we don't get LAGT on the grid. He had a strong ride. Next up, it was Guns, and then Perky, Spatcher, Sharky and Protato, and then JM69 at the bottom. Still waiting on Famil to rejoin. Come on. Oh, it's a shame to see him crash out. Hopefully we can get a good battle with him, Famil, and... Oh, what, not him and Famil, wow. Famil, Charlie and Bernie in that race. And he is on his way, loading into the game now. Just take a quick drink. Just waiting on Famil to rejoin us. And LA if he's still online, but it doesn't look like it. Right, I'm hearing Famil was suffering from a bit of lag, which is why he restarted his PC. So unfortunately, I will have to disqualify him if he suffers from some serious lag, which could interrupt the race. Thank you, Max. Thanks. I completely agree. Yeah, it was a shame. It was a shame to see Sharky miss out. But I'm sure hopefully we'll be able to see him and Protato further up the field in this main race. Alright, just waiting on LA and Famil now. Come on, guys. Okay, oh, man. Famil can't join. Alright, LAGT has been given 2 minutes, and now I'm going to try and horribly calculate the math of how much Charlie has extended his championship lead by. So it's 12 points for a sprint race win. He is currently on 79. Well, going into that sprint race, he was on 79 points. So 79 add 12. I'm going to have to add the calculator for this. Yeah, I know. 79 add 12, and I'm getting a calculator. 91 points for Charlie then, heading into the main race. Max from Norway, I believe, got 4th, which would leave, I believe, 7 points. So, if I am correct, Max from Norway scores 7 points, adding on to his 48. And that is 55 points, keeping him 3rd in the championship. Ducksworth also scoring a decent few points. So that is your top 3. It remains the same. It remains Charlie, Jake, and Max from Norway. But once again, let's just keep an eye on JM69 and Bernie now, who'll be starting 2nd after the disconnection of Famil. He's definitely got something, I reckon, for Charlie. Now he's got adjusted to the conditions and comfortable in race trim in the wet. Definitely a chance at victory for Bernie if he can just stay on the bike at the start and continue that consistent pace that he found at the end of the race, which got him second in the sprint. Apex Hunter as well, we know, has got some strong late race pace, so just keep an eye out for him, and let's hope he can stay on 2 wheels as well. Thank you guys for the kind words. Alright, let's just get LAGT in the lobby. Looks like, thankfully, the Honda man will make it now. And apologies for the wait, just waiting to get the Italian in the lobby and we'll get ready to race. So from that sprint it was Charlie, Bernie, Apex, Max from Norway, Ducksworth in 5th, JM69 in 6th. That was your top 6, and hopefully a few of those guys get a little bit more lucky. The Americans, I'll mention again, really struggled in that one. Have not had the best season so far. Sharky or Potato, a change of motorcycle might be required. It might just not be working for them. But we know Potato is a bit of a Moto3 merchant. Let's hope he can find something in this race. He always gets a good start without fail, and then about lap 2 or the end of lap 1 he usually drops it, unfortunately. But getting too excited, caught up at the front. Let's just hope Sharky as well can have a strong result this evening, because the rain is always a curveball thrown in the mix of a racing championship. But no curves can stop Charlie, because he is safely planted at the top of the championship still, and it's impossible for him to lose the championship lead heading to the next round. Obviously, if you want to join, oh, that was close. If you want to join, if you want might be getting a new co-commentator in, River, from the T-Tech Racing Championship, one I commentate on as well. Last saw him at the Daytona 200. Obviously, he knows Ducksworth and a few other these other guys, and he's just been he's been watching every race this season, so he knows what's up. Let me just ask Charlie. And of course, just to advertise this, if you want to join a road racing championship, join T-Tech. And we are, in fact, hang on, I just need to remember where LAGT qualified. Apologies for the delay, everyone. Just getting commentary organised. It was LAGT in 7th, well 6th, now that there's no Famille. So we are ready to go. That is everybody in the right positions. Let's get the right circuit already. Alright then, I believe we are live. Hello River.
River comms check.
Yeah, you're all good. Sounding good. Let me just make sure you're all good on the YouTube. Alright then, we're here for the main race, and obviously you have been watching this season all through. And of course, if you don't know, this is River from T-Tech Racing. We've seen him in a few races before in the MotoGP European League. Was there at Donington Park for the Super Pole race, and obviously that league has now crumbled. But predictions for this one on a wet track?
Oh, wow. I'm more of a fan than anything. I mean, Charlie, he kind of seems like the golden child a little bit. Yeah, probably Charlie.
Yeah, it's a good shout, but someone to keep an eye out for, just as we saw in the sprint race. Bernie was quite strong. Apex Hunter also a possible thorn in the side of Charlie, but that's what we love about wet racing. It always throws a curveball, as I just said earlier, into the race results, and it's great to have you here, man. Obviously a brilliant co-commentator, and I'm glad I'm not alone for this one.
Well, thank you boys for having me.
Let's hope the Americans, Sharky and Potato, can get along, and I should probably put it on a screen share for you so you're not behind. That would have been a good idea. There you go. Tell me if you can see all right.
I'm good to go.
Alright then, here we go then. It is time for the Austrian Grand Prix. The main race is upon us here in M.I.R. It is me, Raceboy95, your main commentator, joined by River from T-Tech. And of course, as I mentioned before, if you want some road racing on Ride 4, join T-Tech for monthly races. Obviously, in September, we're heading to the Northwest 200 after the Daytona 200 in August. But here we go, we're back to the track. The circuit beckons. As here we go in Austria. Charlie starts on pole for the main race. Can he do the double this weekend? We get rolling, and it's a brilliant launch from Charlie. Let's just hope we have no big incidents in turn one to really ruin it. A big crash there for Guns, and unfortunately the VR46 Ducati's gone down. Everybody else has got through cleanly, but it's a brilliant launch from the factory Ducati of Ducksworth as he looks to come up the inside of Apex Hunter, but Apex Hunter's gone down. Oh, the chicane, what a shame. Oh, you hate to see it, but what a start from Ducksworth, from fifth on the grid, sorry.
Right, to see Ducksworth after that sprint race, he's found his footing here.
Yeah, exactly. LAGT as well, a really good start. He almost wasn't in this race, but here comes Ducksworth looking to attack his teammate. We saw him fast in qualifying, couldn't quite get the lap in there. He looks for the inside, but it thinks better of it. Charlie goes defensive. Ducksworth is all over the back of his teammate here, the number 95. It's not me. I know it's a Brit, but it's not me. Here comes Ducksworth then, all over the back of the number 66. Can he find a way through? And LAGT looking strong as well. Charlie was a little bit wide there.
I mean, just looking at him, Race Boy, on this first lap, this is a cracking lap. I mean, Charlie and Ducksworth are trying to check out from the whole pack. They're going on a flyer right away.
Oh, no. The two KTMs have collided, and yeah, it does look like they're on qualifying laps at the start here, really pushing for it as Charlie gets it sideways into the penultimate corner. I'll tell you what, LAGT is looking really strong, to be honest. He's hanging on well to these Ducatis as Perky's gone down, and the penultimate corner, Potato has got a decent start. He's in 6th ahead of his teammate Apex Hunter, but Charlie's starting to pull the pin now. Now through turn 1, Charlie again finding more time, and it looks like Apex Hunter has been given a long lap penalty. I don't know if he collided with someone. As Charlie
the two Americans had an incident 3 turns back as well. I also see Bernie. He has pace. He might be able to get his way up there. If you look at 3rd place, he's probably going to overtake him.
Yeah, LA GT had a bit of a moment there heading up to turn 3, and as you could just see, he was out on the curb there. Lucky to not go down. It gets very slippy on the curb for the Repsol Honda. Now under pressure from the factory Aprilia, and here comes Bernie from miles back. Oh, he thought about that one, but Max from Norway also in there as well. Let's see what he can do. The man third in the championship, trying to get involved in this podium fight. As still, Bernie can't seem to find a way through, but LA GT's ran it super wide there. Still no move available for Bernie though. This is somewhere that is quite hard to overtake in these last two sectors. This is very one line, very flowy.
Now the track is it drying up now? Is it? What is the status of the track?
It'll be staying wet throughout the race. And there'll be no tire switches.
I see. Now it looks like Ollie G he's kind of trying to go with these guys at the front.
Bernie's gone down. Sorry to interrupt you there. Around the last corner, he was really pushing on to catch LA GT. But I'll tell you what, the Italian doing a mighty job of rolling that Honda up to third. He's had a really difficult start to the season, last in the standings currently. Well, not after that sprint race, and a third place would be an incredible confidence booster for the Italian, as Protato and his team at Apex Hunted starting to get in a battle for fifth.
Yeah, speaking of confidence boosters, to see Potato in 6, that's a step up for him. I've watched a couple of his races. He's very racy. He falls off about halfway through the race. Him and the other American, they struggle with these races with these European guys. These are long races, even 10 laps. It doesn't seem that long for folks at home watching, but this is really intense on these esport players.
Yeah, he comes guns up the, especially if it's wet, you got to have absolutely hyper focus all the way through. Apex Hunter's gone down. It's another bad one for the Dutchman, but here's Protato in 5th, flying the flag for you, River, and all the Americans watching at home as Guns, and he goes into the back of him there. Bit tentative on the way in to the left-hander. The double left-hander, in fact, as Bernie, you could just see getting backed up a bit by these two. He's definitely got some more pace than the American and the Frenchman in front of him. As all wide goes Protato. Guns trying to go around the outside. He's braved it out. Protato puts him up on the curb, but doesn't quite make it back into 5th place. Oh, he's gone for it. What a move. How did you know how they both stayed on the bike there?
Yes, oh glory. Oh glory. He closed it. Now, he closed the door on the Italian 2 turns back, and the Italian went around on the outside of him, but then he got him back on the inside on the next one.
Bernie looking to go 2 for 2 there. Last corner on the inside of Guns, and now on Protato. Guns looking to get revenge. He's getting aggressive now on the American. This is what we're talking about. This is wet racing here, where everybody just they either spread out or they pack up. And here they come into the chicane. A brilliant line there from Guns, trying to get the more sweeping line and get on the back of Protato. But the American doing a good job of defence. Oh, a bit of lag there. Oh, no, LAGT's gone down. Oh, what a shame for the Honda man. Oh, no! Contact between Guns and Protato. Oh, and the Frenchman has graciously waited to give the place back. Yeah, he's giving the place back because that was his fault. What a shame for Protato. He's running really well, and now he's once again behind his fellow American. That got close. Oh, friendly fire, guys. Come on.
He dives bomb in on Sharky there, feeling the pressure from Guns. Oh wow.
Oh, he's not gonna. Oh, that was close. The rear sliding and protesting for Protato. Struggling to get that Aprilia stopped.
Now, is Sharky and Protato, are they on the same team? Forgive me.
Okay. They're on. So Protato is on the Trackhouse Aprilia. Sharky is on the LCR Honda. They're just American. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, that got close there between Protato. Is he going to go up the inside in the last corner? It'll be a brave move. He thinks better of it, but on the rear again, he's really struggling to get that Aprilia turned. Everybody's just starting to spread out now, but I tell you what, Guns is catching up. He's flying through the field after that incident with Protato. Now he's on the back of Sharky.
I do see that. He has pace. He kind of got held up a little bit by Protato and Bernie earlier. Guns did. So let's see if he can fight his way back up to the front.
Yeah, we didn't see much from him in the sprint race, but we saw some strong moves, and we're seeing that in this main race as Protato got too brave. Oh, he's folded the front of that Aprilia into turn 3. What a shame.
Same turn 3, back to back.
Yeah, and Bernie and LAGT are getting in a battle now for 4th. The factory Aprilia and the factory Hondas going head to head for the best of the rest position, and we do know Bernie was one of the stronger ones in terms of race pace. And I'll tell you what, look at the gap between Charlie and Ducksworth. That's come down a lot. What's Ducksworth got in store in this second half of the race for his teammate? The two Brits on the two Ducatis. We haven't seen that since James Toseland and Neil Hodgson in 2004.
Oh, wow. Bringing out the history. Yeah, it looks like he's kind of got a little faster pace than Charlie. It looks like he's not struggling on the bike as much. Like he's kind of riding a little more relaxed.
Yeah,
But we know that feeling when you have someone catching you, it puts the pressure on you. And the person behind, the person in second, he can hopefully force an error out of first place. And so I think that's what Ducksworth is doing. He's just going to pull a Marc Marquez, ride behind him for a little while, and see if he can force an error on Charlie.
Yeah, sorry, a brilliant analysation there. Unfortunately, GT's gone down again, but I got the fact wrong there. It was not 2004 in World Superbikes, because Neil Hodgson was in fact in MotoGP in 2004 with the De Antin Ducati team, and James Toseland, of course, won the title that year for Ducati. I believe it was 2003. When Neil Hodgson won the title. Oh no, 2005. At some point they were teammates. I'm completely losing myself here. But that's not what's important. Right, no! Ducksworth hit the deck! Just as I was yapping about some history. Oh, Ducksworth has gone down. He's out of the race. No, sorry, not out of the race. He's out of the chance for victory. Oh, he was really pushing on there. He crashed there in qualifying, and Potatoes hit the deck as well. He's gone again, Ducksworth.
We know that feeling. Pad bouncing, line bouncing. After you fall, you get up, you fall again. It's a mental thing. And it gets every pilot. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
It looks like Max from Norway, he's going to capitalize on this drama, and Bernie is in third. Okay. We have both the Americans in 8th and 9th.
Yeah, to correct myself, they were teammates in 2001 on the GSE Ducati. Protein. And that was getting a bit closer now.
In 2005, that was post-fuel injection, right? Like, that's past the carburetor days. That all ended in the mid-90s, correct?
Yeah, in World Superbikes, Potato's gone down there again on the inside curve. It's been a rotten race again, and I think James 69 is disconnected. But to answer your question, I believe so. That's when the Ducatis all became... Well, that was during the 999 era in 2005. Mm-hmm. And here is Potato. He's just another really disappointing race for the American.
For folks at home, it may seem like these guys in 9th and 10th and 11th are like slow, but you guys have no idea. These guys are fast compared to every other human. They're just slow compared to the fastest guys in the world.
Yeah, it's strange. That was a strange crash for LAGT there. He looks like he just high-sided on the curb, but he remounting on the straight. That was an odd one. I can't imagine what happened there. I wish we could get a replay, but here he comes into the last corner as Perky runs it wide. It's been a really difficult weekend for the Japanese bikes. The Yamahas and the Hondas really struggling with Sharky, Perky and LAGT. And there goes LAGT. He's taken his long lap penalty as Guns has gone down. He was on some strong pace, as you were saying earlier, and unfortunately now he's gone down at the chicane, and Apex Hunter on the back of him. Sharky, if something happens here between Guns and Apex fighting for 5th place, Sharky could really be on for a good result. And there we go, something's happened. Apex Hunter's gone down. He's dropped out of 6th place. And now, actually, no, he's still in there. It's a battle between him and Sharky, but Apex Hunter has got the long lap penalty to his name. So in race time, this could be Sharky's first top 6 in M.I.R.
This is it, folks. 2 laps left in the long race here. Being commented by Raceboard 95. This is the M.I.R League, Championship Premier League, MotoGP Esports. In the lead, we have Charlie, Max from Norway in second, followed by Bernie, and then Ducksworth, Gunzy, Apex Hunter with Sharky in seventh.
Yeah, that is correct. And it just doesn't look like Sharky's got the pace to stick with Apex, but I'm pretty sure Apex still has that penalty. So if he crosses the line without that long lap penalty served, it will be a 3-second time penalty taken off his race time, which will go the way of Sharky. If he could just stay within 3 seconds, it will be the LCR Honda rider's first top 6 in M.I.R. Oh, it just doesn't. Yeah, he's losing at least 0.2 of a second in the corner. It doesn't look like he's able to stay with Apex Hunter at all, as he's got 2 laps to try and stay in 3 seconds, unless Apex takes his long lap penalty, which he doesn't yet. And I'll tell you what, Max from Norway is really closing in on Charlie. It's not going to be enough for the win, but another strong ride from the Norwegian.
I see that on the live timing there. But, you know, Charlie, with that lead that he has right now, you don't want to push yourself. You don't want to force an error. So he's probably just going to bring the bike home. If Max is catching him a little bit, who cares? You know, if he was really on him, he might push. But I think Charlie's going to just bring it home.
Yeah. Exactly, but one thing we do know is that Charlie's not prone to crashing out on the last lap. Did it last week at Silverstone, his home Grand Prix on the last lap in the last sector, handing the win to the Scot Azzi, who did the double.
I did see that, actually. Yeah. I saw that race. That was really something.
And yeah, you can just see Max from Norway pushing on. He's getting tempted by how quick this gap is closing, but I don't think it's going to be enough unless a mistake comes from Charlie. But silky smooth, Brad Ray-esque from BSB. I mean, I think there's a reason that he is running Brad Ray as his Discord profile picture. But Max from Norway, just so consistent. I think he's been in the top 5 every race so far this season, as Apex Hunter's unfortunately disconnected. We've lost 3 riders from this race, and there it is. And actually, Apex Hunter disconnecting from 6th place. That's put Sharky up into 6th. I think he's accidentally disconnected. I think it must be his internet. But now Sharky's got 1 lap to defend his first top 6 from Perky on the Yamaha. It's 2 Japanese bikes going head to head, 76 versus 80. What can Sharky do? Can he hold the Yamaha behind as Ale GT goes down again?
Like you said, Race Boy, we got 2 Americans on 2 Japanese bikes. 1 lap, final lap here. Let's see how this plays out.
So Perky's British.
Perky is British.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's Protato who's American. I've been calling him please forgive me, Perky, when you watch this live stream.
Oh, here comes Perky. He's trying to catch up, but it just doesn't look like he's got enough in the tank to really push for it. And Charlie, I tell you what, needs to be careful. So does Max, though. They're not too far off long lap penalties. If Charlie gets a long lap penalty, 1 track limits excursion on this last lap, it is done. I mean, if Max is able to stay within 3 seconds, but we're going to look at this. Charlie around the last corner. Another sensational ride. He adds the double to his list. Charlie wins here in Austria. We go. A brilliant wheelie over the line. Wheelie. A good show from Max from Norway to take home second. A good ride from the Norwegian. Bernie, a really good weekend. A double podium for him. Incredible. Really showing his potential on the Aprilia. Now let's see if Sharky can hold on to it. A good ride there from Guns to take home P5. But it is going to be enough for Sharky. Sharky gets his first top 6. And finally can go home tonight with, you know, a bit of a good feeling, a really good feeling, and some confidence going into the next round. But I'll tell you what, that from Charlie, another Brad Ray-like performance, as I was saying earlier, literally unbeatable.
You know, I've worked around professional sports in my adult career, and I'll tell you what I've heard people say. What separates the pros from the amateurs is consistency, and you see that with Charlie when he races. He's very consistent. Now, granted, he did go down last week at his home Grand Prix on last race, but for the most part, he's a consistent rider.
Yeah, with only 3 rounds to go now, it's looking like Charlie could get in the championship, and I think we might have a show on. Hopefully Jake returns next week for Misano, and hopefully we get a really good show for the last 3 rounds at San Marino and then Japan, Motegi, and Sepang in Malaysia. So 3 rounds that is. 1 in Europe, 2 in Asia, and it is going to get so interesting. This will be a fantastic end to the championship. Make sure to join us for it. 3 weeks left of the M.I.R. World Championship in MotoGP 24, and it will be Charlie leading us into Misano. That's it from us for now. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining me last minute, River. It was brilliant to commentate with you, and of course, follow T-Tech on Instagram, TikTok. If you want to get road racing on Ride 4 on PC, hit us up, join the Discord, and get on the grid for the Northwest 200 next month.
Correct. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me help co-commentate, and thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Make sure to tune in next week for Misano, where the championship will really start to kick off between Jake and Charlie, the 2 Brits on the Yamaha and Ducati. Red versus blue, Britain versus